Hello YouTubers, I just want to give you a review of this video for Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. So today, I'm on Tubi right now, it's a free streaming. So let's see what they're giving for free movies as well as TV shows, kids, adventure, comedy, reality TV, and more. So let's see what they're giving something extra that we added to Tubi. This is the actual interface for this Tubi a streaming service. Here you see all of the content you want for free, and yep, I always recommend it. So I enjoyed it back in 2016, and this is a very impressive Tubi streaming. So anyway, so here are the all of this content right here. So including this, it says my name, kids, and search, as well as home that I am with it. Also categories, my stuff, movies, TV shows, live, Espanol, and settings if you want to see it, whole settings on it. And also up here you can go choosing like daytime TV, reality TV, sit back and relax, feel good friends, food adventures, pure nostalgia, music docs and stories, stream the decades, newly added, and search. If I want to go to newly added, watch this. This is the same as the movies and others genres on it. So now let's see what's on. They added new releases throughout Cartoon Network. They added to this Tubi. First we got this Looney Tunes, if I want to go there. So this is our Looney Tunes genre on it. If you can play it from the beginning, all episodes, and likes and dislikes, and add to my list. So yep, if I want to go over quickly right there, you could watch all of this content of the Looney Tunes, such as Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Elmer Fudd, Sylvester the Cat, Tweety Bird, and more of those other characters. You see, I used to watch Looney Tunes when I was a kid, back on the Saturday morning cartoons on Channel 7 these days, as well as CBS, the early 80s, and also on ABC in the late 80s, I presumed. And then I used to watch it right after school on Channel 5 these days, and then went over to TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, and Boomerang. And also you could buy it on DVD and HBO Max, which no longer there. So yep. So how about if I go back right here and add more of those Cartoon Network contents, including Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, Dexter's Laboratory, and Ed and Eddie, Tasmania, Courage to a Cowardly Dog, Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, The Looney Tunes Show, Teen Titans, Codename Kids Next Door, Scooby Doo, Where Are You?, which I also remember watching as a kid growing up on Channel 11 these days. So and then went over to other of the networks, including like Cartoon Network, TNT, TBS, and all other channels that I grew up with it. And then there's also like Ben 10, Pinky and the Brain, Yogi's Gang, and some of the other family favorites on it, including Saved by the Bell, which I used to watch it on Saturday morning on NBC as well. And then I also have it on DVD as well. And then Eddie's Boo Ha Ha, and then Eddie's Hanky Panky Hubbaloo, the Powerpuff Girls, plus all other names that they recently added to this, including the Batman, the Brave and the Bold, and there's also like the Batman, Justice League. I never watched Justice League before. And then there's more of this. So yeah, let's not talk about some of the other genre of this. And then there's Saved by the Bell College Years, which I used to watch it on NBC, and then went over to TBS back in the 90s. Oh, and the Saved by the Bell and Saved by the Bell College Years are now on Roku channel. If you want to go see all of the Saved by the Bell seasons, you could see it on the Roku channel. So that's that. And now let's go ahead and going other of this options of the genre. If I have time for that. And then there's the recent added comedies and more of that. I think that's that. I'm not going to go back right here. And now for this franchise fever, like all of the Powerpuff Girls, including this the show right here. We used to watch it on Cartoon Network these days. And then there's other ones including Twice the Fight Before Christmas, The Powerpuff Girls Rule, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Ed, Ed and Eddie's Jingle Jingle Jangle. And then there's like a Hanky Panky Hobbaloo, Boo Ha Ha, and Ed and Eddie's Big Picture Show. And then there's Justice League, as I said, Justice League Unlimited, Teen Titans, Batman, yep. Dexter's Laboratory Ego Trip. And then there's Madagascar, yeah. We're not talking about Madagascar because it's we're gonna find some of the Cartoon Network they recently added as of March 1st, like last Sunday. Yep. And that's that. Oh boy. Yep. And then there's other things like black storytelling. And then there's Looney Tunes, as I said. And then there's Animaniacs, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Dexter's Laboratory, as I said. Yep. If I can go to the Scooby Doo or Are You quickly right there, and can watch. I used to watch it as a kid right there. You could go all episodes on that, including this from season 1 of this any episode you want. Yep. I'm happy with some of all of the Cartoon Network classics on Tubi. Yep. And then there's other things like play if you want to play this episode or any other. And then there's like or dislikes and add it to my list. So, and then there's other things like and then there's Tom and Jerry. Yep. If I go to Tom and Jerry, yep. You can watch it on play if you want to selected episodes, like or dislikes, and add it to my list. Yep. I used to watch Tom and Jerry every morning or afternoon on Channel 11 these days, and then head over to TBS, TNT, Cartoon Network, and more. So that's the classic one. Now let's go over to the Looney Tunes show. Yeah, and you know the Looney Tunes show used to air on Cartoon Network and Boomerang. This is all I want. I watch several all of these Looney Tunes shows on HBO Max these days that they're not included anymore. These are the same of this the original ones, like it's the Looney Tunes show. Yep. So that's that. And then there's other ones including like the Scooby Doo show from 1976. This is the I used to watch it as a kid, as a childhood, on Channel 11 these days. And then there's TBS, TNT, Cartoon Network. They used to air on this. And then there's the new Scooby Doo, which is the modern one. And also Oh well, who can forget that? And then there's other things like Scooby Doo, where are you? Oh, the Flintstones. I forgot the Flintstones. And the Flintstones. Anyone may remember that? That I grew up as a kid watching the Flintstones on Channel 5 in New York. And then there's also like the other things like TBS, TNT, Cartoon Network, and Boomerang. And they also the Flintstones aired on BTV Tunes. You could watch that as well. So yeah, and you could also may like this other uh, kinds of things. So yeah, and also that is Animaniacs, for example. I used to watch Animaniacs on the Kids WB in the 90s these days. So there you are. If you can watch that. I know some of the people are very excited that they add all of our classics from Cartoon Network to Hanna-Barbera. Yep. So that could be that. Ooh, especially when other things like Tom and Jerry, Chuck Jones collection. I used to watch it as a kid on Channel 11. Yep. And then we head over to TNT, TBS, Cartoon Network, and Boomerang. And there's also like other things as well. So that's a nice thing to know about it. Every time we see it, that's especially when cartoons are back together. When everybody saw how excited was for this to be added to Cartoon Network and Hanna-Barbera, and that's all I ever got. And then there's the other things like it's more of this, including the Yogi Bear show. I used to watch it on USA because I haven't saw that at first, but it also on Boomerang or Me TV Tunes as well. Yeah, that's the way I liked it. And then there's also like a Woody Woodpecker. This is a non-Cartoon Network franchise. Is like a Woody Woodpecker on Channel 5 that I used to grow up as a kid. Yep. So that's that. I used to watch Woody Woodpecker on Channel 5, and yeah, I missed it. And there's also like other things as well, including this. So yeah, who could get that? Every time, anytime, anywhere could watch this cartoon. So if I could go on to classics and TV movies, there are the same cartoons. Yep. The Little Rascals, aka Our Gang, in color. I like the way to do that in color. Well, I used to watch it and as a kid on Channel 11 in black and white, and that's all I got. And then there's Three Stooges. It's nothing to do with Cartoon Network or any other channels, but I do watch the Three Stooges on Channel 11 as a kid these days, and then head over to TBS and American Movie Classics, aka AMC. And then there's Popeye. I forgot to mention. This is the Popeye show. And you could also watch this other things like Looney Tunes, Popeye classic cartoons. Yep. Other things as well, including like it's the 30s Popeye cartoons, Marx Fleischer, and there's other things like Popeye and Friends Volume 1. It was from the 40s and 50s with the famous studios. And also the Popeye the Sailor, same thing as the famous studios there, and or Max Fleischer cartoons. Yep. And then there's the the Yogi Bear show. Once we did that, and then there's like same thing. Oh, the Flintstones. If you want to do this quickly. Yep. See, this is the Flintstones that I grew up with it. It's Tom and Jerry and Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Yep, as of March 1st, they add all of the Cartoon Network and Hanna-Barbera genre right there. So, there's the other things like it's the Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, Scooby Doo's, the Pink Panther, yeah, What's New Scooby Doo, every other genre. Anyway, so that's whole thing to know. If you could watch like IMDb's highly rated series, Animaniacs, Foster's Home, Dexter's Laboratory, and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, all other things like doing a same thing over and over and over again. Oh, and there's one more. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is on Tubi too. If you want to watch this entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like I watch it as a teenager watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Channel 11. And then when I had to move over to CBS as part of Saturday morning cartoons. Yep. And you could also watch the entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle seasons and series on the Roku channel as well. So, enough of that. And then there's also some of them. I'm not going to go and discuss that because, yeah. And then there's also Garfield and Friends on Saturday morning, if you may remember. Sci-fi fantasy, yeah, same thing. Yep. So that is whole thing through, but we see a lot of things to going on. They had interesting. That was good to be back with this. Every single streaming shows, including like it's cartoons, movies, and everything, your family favorites and more. So, and I guess that's just about it for today. So I'm not discussing that, and here we go as I wrap it up for this video. Well, anyways, there you go. Got a whole thing through this, so there you go. So that is my review of the Cartoon Network and Hanna-Barbera are right now on Tubi. So tell us what you think about this video. Just leave a comment, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I will do that videos very soon when I get a chance to do this video to think about it. Until then, this is Edgar 1976. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.